Hey, what is up, guys? Wrestling Reviews 94 back again with another video, and this video will be all TNA. I will be reviewing two pay-per-views, the first being Genesis 2006, and then the second being Destination X 2007. But we'll start off with Genesis 2006. Overall, I thought this show was very, very good. You know, I just thought that the whole card basically delivered for the most part. I mean, there were some matches that I didn't like, but yeah. First match we had was the Voodoo Mafia versus Matt Bentley, Johnny Devine, and Kazarian. This match was short. It only got around 3.5 minutes, and I don't like Voodoo Mafia or Billy Gunn and Road Dogg or whatever they called themselves, Kip James and whatever. You know, I just like them as the Outlaws, the New Age Outlaws in WWF, but, you know, their TNA work was bad, especially when they, you know, did the whole thing with rating WWE. It was just bad. But anyway, the match itself was bad. I wouldn't say bad. It was just that it wasn't given enough time. It, you know, never get a steady pace. 1 star. Voodoo Mafia won. The Naturals versus Jay Lethal and Sonjay Dutt. I hate the Naturals, just saying that. I mean, they're so generic. You know, even when they had Shane Douglas managing them, they still were pretty bad. But the Naturals went over. They beat Lethal and Dutt. You know, the Naturals got a very strong push. I was very surprised. It didn't last very long. But, yeah, they went over Jay Lethal and Sonjay Dutt. Match itself, 2 stars, you know. Next match, X Division Championship, Christopher Daniels versus Chris Sabin. This match was awesome. What was it? I mean, it got a lot of time, and I like the storytelling that they did because this is the time where Sabin turned heel and he was like a cocky kind of guy, which impressed me. And yeah, but Daniels won. He retained the X Division Championship. Very good match. I would say it would be, what is it? 3 3/4. I thought it was very, very good. But one of the better X Division matches. Then we had, what do we have? We had, Ron Killings and Lance Hoyt versus Alex Shelley and Austin Starr. This match was okay. Another tag match I really didn't care about. Nothing too special here. But, yeah. Ron Killings and Lance Hoyt. I mean, that's just a weird tag team, isn't it? They beat Shelley and Starr, the Paparazzi Productions. And, yeah, afterwards Kevin Nash came out. He was at ringside. And, you know, because he was the leader of Paparazzi Productions, so he just yelled at the other guys, but, yeah, not very good. Then we have the NWA Tag Team Championship match, LAX versus AMW. I don't know. It went about 9.5 minutes. It was okay. I mean, I've seen better from both these tag teams, but, yeah, LAX retained. So, yeah, 3 stars. It was a good tag match, but, you know, I've seen better from these two. I thought they could have put on a better match. NWA World Heavyweight Championship, Sting versus Abyss. Okay, here's the problem I have with this. The ending was by far one of the stupidest I've ever seen. Throughout this match, you know, it's not a no disqualification match, but they're using chairs. I mean, they're using weapons, but there's no call for disqualification. But when Sting is about to put Abyss through a barbed wire table and pushes the referee away, that's a disqualification. I don't get it. But yeah, since he was disqualified, Abyss gets the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. So, I mean, I just didn't like the ending. The match itself was good for the most part. Just the ending really killed it for me. 2 3/4. But you know what? I will give TNA props. I like how they do this. You can't win, you can't retain the belt by disqualification. That should be implemented in WWE. I think that's great on TNA's part. And then we had the dream match of the decade. This was basically the whole pay-per-view. It was built upon. It was Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe. This was an unbelievable match. I thought these two had such great chemistry. They would have a rematch at the next pay-per-view. I think it's Final Resolution. Just an excellent match, 4 stars. And Kurt Angle did go over. He was the first one to end Samoa Joe's winning streak. So his unbeaten streak. So it was very, very good match. 4 stars. Very good main event. Overall, I forgot about AJ Styles versus Christian Cage. My bad. This was in the beginning of the pay-per-view for the most part, in the middle. Very good match. 3 3/4. Christian won after countering like a sunset flip kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, Christian was just so good in TNA, and look what he's being put through now in WWE. I feel bad, but yeah, 8 out of 10 for this pay-per-view. I really enjoyed it. Move on to this pay-per-view now. This was requested by somebody. I totally forgot to write down the name, but somebody requested this pay-per-view, and I actually had it in my collection. First match we had was the Ghetto Brawl match between LAX versus Team 3D. This was a very good opener, good match. You know, it really got the crowd excited. 3 stars, LAX retained. And yeah, I mean, I thought it was a good opener. I mean, I'm not a fan of Team 3D really in TNA, but they did put on a good show. They did put on a good match, so I will give them that. But yeah, 3 stars for the match. What else? Double Bullrope match. James Storm and Jackie Moore versus Petey Williams and Gail Kim. I could really care less about this match. This match wasn't anything special at all. I think James Storm and Jackie Moore went over 1.5 stars. You know, it was okay. I mean, not even okay. It was just bad. I'll go that far. I mean, I'm not a fan of these, you know, bull rope matches anyway. But, you know, it was just bad. I will say it. 1.5 stars. Alright, next match was Crossface Chickenwing match. Senshi versus Austin Starr. Again, this, I mean, was this really necessary? Did you have to put the Crossface Chickenwing stipulation on this? The match itself was good. You know, I wish the stipulation wasn't there because it kind of, like, held both guys down, Senshi and Austin Starr. You know, Senshi won, and then Bob Backlund got attacked by Austin Starr. Yeah, you know, it was a good match, but I just was not a fan of the stipulation. 3 1/4. Voodoo Kid Mafia versus the Heartbreakers. Now, the Heartbreakers are the Heartthrobs from WWE, Antonio and Romeo or something like that. Again, not a good match. I mean, it was a alright match. 2 1/4. I mean, and that's being generous. Random tag team matches for the win, I guess. Then we had an awesome 2 out of 3 falls match for the X Division Championship. Jerry Lynn versus Chris Sabin. They were feuding for a while because of, you know, Sabin's disrespect for the X Division. And, yeah, but it was a very good match. 3 3/4. I just love this match. Jerry Lynn is one of the all-time greats in my opinion, and for you know, I think he's one of the innovators of the high-flying kind of thing. He was supposedly the pioneer of the X Division. But yeah, Sabin went over. He retained the X Division Championship. 3 3/4. Very good match. Then we had an Elevation X match, Rhino versus AJ Styles. This match did nothing for me. It was a waste of time in my opinion. They should have had an Ultimate X match, if anything, not an Elevation X match. Because basically, they go on top of a big X, and whoever gets thrown off first wins. Loses, I mean. So, 1 star. This was a waste of time. Rhino won, but who cares? Kurt Angle versus Scott Steiner. This was a surprisingly good match. It got some time, like around 12 minutes. A lot of submissions. You had the was it the Steiner recliner versus the ankle lock. That was very good storytelling on their part, but Kurt Angle did win. He made Scott Steiner tap 3.25. Like that match. Last rights match, Sting versus Abyss. There was a lot of stipulation matches on this card. I really liked this match. I thought it was very good. It's basically a casket match, but you have to put your opponent in the casket and then it gets elevated into above the arena. It was pretty cool. But yeah, they did a spot where Abyss landed on a tombstone between two chairs, and it broke the tombstone, and then he just put him in the casket. But very good match, 3.5. And then we have the NWA World Heavyweight Championship match, Christian Cage versus Samoa Joe. This was really, really good. Excellent, excellent match. 4 stars. Christian Cage retained his NWA World Heavyweight Championship after reversing the triangle choke thing that Samoa Joe does, and then holding onto the ropes for leverage. So, very good match there. Overall, 8 out of 10. Very good. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. This video was being brought to you by WrestlingDVDnews.com, WWE DVD News. Go there for all your latest and greatest wrestling DVD news and reviews. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys later.